Good on you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so who have we got? Canterbury Museum Trust Board, please. David, Tom and Sarah. And Nigel.
Are you ready?
Hello.
Kia ora koutou. Thank you for hearing us this morning. I'd like to introduce on my right here our Deputy Chair, Tom Thompson. He's also one of your appointees to the board. He's also writing our rap for the next submission. On my left, Sarah Murray, who's our Deputy Director in Anthony's absence. And behind me is Nigel Tarkovsky, our Financial Controller. So I'll hand over immediately to Sarah.
Kia ora koutou. Thank you again for your time today. It is hard to go up after the Spice Girls, but alas, we will do our very, very best to keep you as entertained. Our submission today is very much in support, on behalf of Canterbury Museum, supporting the draft long-term plan funding to support both the museum operations and the redevelopment. That is particularly around supporting the proposed percentage increase to the museum levy, support for the capital grant spread over the next 2 years for the museum redevelopment, and also support for the capital grant to support the strengthening and base isolation over the next 2 years of the Robert McDougall Gallery. We are very grateful for council support towards these facilities and services for the community. It is greatly valued. Sorry, can't hear me. It's softly spoken. I'll try and get closer. Just over a month ago, the museum team came out to council and gave a little bit of a briefing around the developments that have been happening at the museum site. If anyone's gone past recently, it looks a little bit different from times of old. And particularly, we just wanted to provide a bit of an update to some of the work that's underway at the moment. There are a lot of changes happening. We are now working with a joint venture between Lees and March Construction for the basement works, which will be a basement that will be base isolated across the entire complex. We are underway with a contract for base isolators, and we are also in the process of assessing expressions of interest before asking for tenders for the main construction project. So things are happening at a pace, that is for sure. As we mentioned in that previous presentation to council, the collections are now out at a warehouse in the west of the city, where we have the huge task of inventorying an estimated 2.3 million collection objects. They range in size from a 27.5 metre long blue whale skeleton, the largest in the world, right down through to a fairy fly, which is about the size of a full stop on the piece of paper in front of you. At the same time, the team will be curating, researching, fabricating a brand new visitor experience to fill 6,500 square metres of space at the new Whare Taonga. We also showed you a picture like this of the front of the Robert McDougall Gallery, where the marble heritage steps and limestone plinths were being removed to be reinstated after base isolation. A couple of weeks after that, a couple of weeks before this, that is the images of the steps that were now removed and the front of the Robert McDougall Gallery. If anyone's taken a stroll through the Botanic Gardens lately, you'll be able to see quite a brand new view. That is the view through what was once the Roger Duff wing, all the way through to Christ College on the other side. That's with the above ground demolition works now completed. Similarly, the front facade of the heritage buildings have been braced and protected. And new fencing has gone up to secure the perimeter and also to improve the street appeal of a construction site. We'll shortly be adding more hoardings onto those fencings to provide the community with additional information about what's happening during the build and what to look forward to in terms of the new Whare Taonga. And finally, I wanted to end with a bit of shameless advertising. Do please come along to our new pop-up, Canterbury Museum at Coca. That, along with Quake City and Ravenscar House, remain open to our community and to our visitors as a really key attraction in the city. So thank you very much, councillors and mayor, for allowing us the time to speak today. We are, of course, happy to take any questions. Kia ora.
Thank you. I dropped myself in it here. Any questions, please? Timothy.
Yeah, your photo before the hoarding, there's kind of black and then there's see-through to the lovely vehicles of the Susan Bighorn, etc. Are you going to make better use of that? Because there are some that are around, if you look around Christchurch, are blatantly advertising their whatever they're doing. Are you going to do the same or do something?
Absolutely. So that will be coming shortly. You'll be able to see a bit more information about the redevelopment project itself, but also what will be in the new museum.
Yeah.
We do have, just for safety reasons, that corner will remain unadorned because there are trucks coming in and out of that site, and we're very aware of the very busy Rolleston Avenue right in front of the museum.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank
Cool.
you.
Cheers.
Excellent. We'll look forward to that being brightened up and giving us some information on what's happening. So, look, excellent job. And look, keep us in the loop. It's really an exciting project, probably one of the best ones we've seen for a long time. So, keep up the good work.
Kia ora. Thank
Nice
you
to
so
see
much.
you.
Thanks, Pauline.
Moving right along, we've got